Hello, divine beings, and welcome to a yoga rant because a lot of people just don't know what yoga is and like what it truly is. People think that it is just hot, sweaty exercise that gets you flexible and nothing more than that. But yoga is extremely spiritual and healing. It is connection back to yourself. Now, as a person that had struggled with anxiety and I'm still working through it to this day, yoga was monumental for my healing of my nervous system as well as traumas. Okay, yoga teaches you how to breathe. And that's one thing people don't understand. Like vinyasa yoga, especially, you are movement to breath. This starts to get a pattern on how you are supposed to breathe. Because a lot of people with anxiety don't breathe properly or lose control of their breathing. Within yoga, I also learned breathing techniques and the fact that if you are quick or powerful, long inhales, like, right, this is going to activate you and get you going. And that's why when we have short exhales and deep inhales, when you're having an anxiety or a panic attack, it starts to spiral worse. When you have a shorter inhale and a longer exhale, this will start to regulate your thoughts. Okay, so that's very, very, very helpful information to know, which you start to learn with yoga because you do movements that are uncomfortable for you, right? And you start to learn to breathe through them because you're regulating your breathing while you're in a yoga practice. You don't realize that you're learning this information on the mat and taking it with you later, right? I was having a hard time with just a lot of energy, just all over the place. We had a really bad storm, tornado warnings. I was on my way home from work. Um, I had to like call my kids, like get in the basement, tornado warning, things like that. So it was just a lot of high energy, and I just found myself just breathing heavy and being overwhelmed. And I just found myself realizing that I needed savasana energy, right? I needed to lay down, sink down, and just work on my breathing, all right? Which would not have even been in my realm of knowledge if it was not for yoga, all right? It is powerful, it is spiritual, it is more than a physical practice. And if you suffer from anxiety or have trauma and need to regulate your nervous system,